I wanted to do something that would get me a career when I was done school. Looking over the courses required for the public relations program showed me that it was as much about strategic management as it was about learning another language. You had to take sociology to understand the culture of people before you could ever possibly try to write for them. The mix of creativity being focused on a career really drew me in. The co-op experience kind of made me feel like a real person instead of just a student. My co-ops keep me going through my non-co-ops. I work part-time during the school year. It's the difference between having to take on a 25-hour work week on top of school versus just a 15-hour work week to make a bit of cash when you can. The money helps. I like pretty things, but I also like protesting. I told Teen Vogue that if they didn't put real women that reflected what more women look like in their magazines, then I would make sure that they got taken out of my high school. My grandmother was Mary Sparling. She was the curator at the Mount Saint Vincent Art Gallery. She felt that activism shouldn't be a social obligation. It shouldn't be something we do to pay down past debts, but it should be something beautiful and interactive that actually engages. She did one of the very first critically successful exhibits about Africville because she knew she couldn't change the past, but at least she should document it in a way that was beautiful and inviting and that made people want to see it. My grandmother lived her life like a love letter to the universe. I think she passed that obsession with loveliness on to me. Coming to campus is like coming to a village every day because it's like a little village on the hill. You have a building where you do most of your schooling, and then you have other buildings where are more social. There's a cafeteria which feels more like a restaurant. You really feel like you're stepping off the Bedford Highway into a completely different country, into a completely different world. Because it's small, I feel big here. I'm able to connect with my professors and have them treat me like adults because they actually interact with me instead of lecturing to me. It's maybe not the most traditional university experience, but it's one that I'm literally going to remember every single one of my classmates for the rest of my life because of these connections. And that's really big to me.